DDR, who owns this beautiful center. For those of you who are not familiar with DDR, we basically have over 370 centers throughout 41 states and Puerto Rico. And we focus on value-oriented centers and with a good national mix of retailers, which is exactly the way Seabrook Commons ended up. I was here about a year ago, a little over a year ago, in August of 2014, and at that time there were a number of tenants that weren't open that you'll see here today. That includes the Panera right behind us, and Home Goods, Sleepy's, and then our small shop building down at Provident Way, which has Noodles, AT&T, and Sport Clips. And I'm proud to say that for this center, which is 365,000 square feet, we're almost 100% leased now, and we've generated over 800 full and part-time positions for the community, and are paying a significant amount of property tax. So it ended up being a huge success, not only for DDR but for the town. Today we're proud here to commemorate Seabrook's first Tesla supercharger station. It's one of only 4 in the state of New Hampshire, and this represents the 8th supercharger station that we have in our DDR portfolio throughout the country. We look forward to expanding our relationship with not only Tesla, but with other electric vehicle charging manufacturers who are, rapidly trying to expand throughout the country. This relationship reinforces DDR's commitment to sustainable business practices, which is very important to us. Our sustainable initiatives are threefold. It's basically water conservation. We do a lot of drought-resistant landscaping and drip irrigation systems. We have a waste initiative where we have a national recycling program, and then energy consumption, where we're doing smart lighting systems and cool roof installations. With the electric vehicle market almost doubling in size since 2011, creating an infrastructure to support and charge these stations are not only important to the car manufacturers but also to the consumer. And starting in 2013, we started introducing a lot of these stations throughout our portfolio. And what the people like Tesla, what they're looking for is not only a place that's convenient to pull off their car, but they want a place where, as the car is being charged, it's convenient, where they can shop and dine and spend time while the car is being charged. And you can see this is a perfect example right here at Seabrook Commons. In the last 2 years, we've increased our number of our charging stations now to 15. We have 15 throughout our portfolio. I guess with that, we're going to turn it over to Bill Manzi, or Bull Con, who's, go ahead, Bull.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Grubmeyer. We come a long way. When this project started, I was just a very new member of the planning board. We did a lot of work together. Some of the best work we did is in this project. We started as a greenfield cleanup project, sponsored by State of New Hampshire. So I'm so happy to see that, that we continue those environmentally green environment to bring Tesla in Seabrook, thanks to DDR. And thanks to all the planning board members served on all those years, and many other department heads working here. Thank you. I let the planning board chairman, speak. Sorry, I have done my select board member. Then you will do that. Sorry about
that. Mr. Grubmeyer, thank you very much. Usually at ribbon cuttings is some handouts. Don't you have a few Teslas around here? But we're very proud, very, very proud to have DDR here in Seabrook and this new Tesla installation. It just makes us more up to date, more growing, and we couldn't be happier. So I thank you, Mr. Grafmeyer, DDR, and Tesla.
I'm going to keep it brief, but I did want to say that when DDR came to the planning board many moons ago, it wasn't such a good thing. It was a very rocky start. And since that time, as you can see, this mall here is pretty elaborate. It's very nice. It's a great taxpayer to the town of Seabrook, and we thank you for that. And there's a very interesting thing is that the state of New Hampshire puts the Office of Planning in with the Office of Energy. This is a great opportunity that the planning board brought energy into their planning. So thank you very much for bringing Tesla to Seabrook.
Thank you. I normally don't do prepared remarks, and I just didn't want to forget a couple of the thoughts, and a couple of them I actually grateful for Jim Grafmeyer for providing them to me. And I want to thank Jim and the team at DDR for setting this up and for continuing to invest in Seabrook. The Board of Selectmen, all of the boards and commissions, Planning Board are very grateful for the investment, and we don't take that investment lightly. The jobs and the tax revenues are really something that is important to Seabrook. I'd like to recognize Abul Khan, who is not only a selectman, but the select board's representative to the planning board, and as he mentioned, has been involved for quite some time in this development and knows the ins and outs fairly well. Teresa Kyle, Jason Janvrin, who spoke, and Steve Zalewski, our building inspector, who worked hard on this, and Coco Perkins, our deputy fire chief, who also worked very hard on this. Thank you for all of your work. It is an especially exciting project for Seabrook, as we now play a role in making the utilization of electric vehicles more convenient. Tesla is a worldwide leader in promoting this technology, and what a technology it is. There are more than 550 supercharger stations across the world, but only 4 in New Hampshire. These superchargers provide 170 miles of range in as little as 30 minutes, which is an incredible leap in technology. The Tesla supercharger is substantially more powerful than any other charging technology, providing up to 120 kilowatts of direct current power directly to the battery that bypasses the onboard charging equipment. I know what that means because my father is a master electrician. Tesla is locating these stations strategically with the goal of minimizing necessary stops and providing convenience for users. We are very excited to have groundbreaking technology here in Seabrook. On behalf of the Board of Selectmen, I thank you again, DDR and Tesla, for bringing this great technology to Seabrook. Thank you.
You want to